Alright, boys, we got a market recap today for Wednesday, June 25th. Like I said yesterday, Powell was speaking today. So today was just automatically a lower probability day. No trades were taken for me. There were no valid trades. Coming into this morning, if we just go to, let's just go full screen. ES here. The exact same situations on NQ, but we had this 1 hour BISI that I wanted to see potentially hold within the first macro market open, get something like a rebalance here, and then take a little internal trade to this 1 hour buy side liquidity. And then zooming in, the market opened and we just chopped around. So we eventually did come down and rebalance here, but I was waiting for structure to form. I was waiting for internal highs to be put in. And then once we get to this late into market open, there actually was some displacement apparently here, but being this late into market open, I'd need to see 5-minute structure get put in, especially, I mean, Powell was already speaking, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I was done within the first 30-40 minutes of market open. After we opened up, started to chop around, Powell takes the stage, and then it's automatically just, you should probably just stay out of the market in general. So that was my bias this morning, wanting to see that play out relatively quickly before Powell came on, but we chopped and chopped and chopped, and then it looks like we ended up displacing lower and taking this 4 hour sell side liquidity. This was also another draw on liquidity for me today, but it looks like we never even came up and tapped this imbalance. So yeah, it's just this is why you want to stay out of the market whenever there's FOMC or when Powell speaks, because it's going to do a bunch of nothing and you're just going to get chopped up and probably lose your trades. So after rebalancing to this 4 hour fair value gap now, coming to the 4 hour, we're still holding this 4 hour imbalance on ES and NQ. Coming to the 4 hour. So, and we swept this liquidity within it, so potentially for tomorrow could look for us to hold this 4 hour imbalance and take a bullish internal model. If we continue to run through this imbalance, what we can do is we're going to, if we run through this imbalance, we'll be within a daily fair value gap, but what we can do is take shorts down to equilibrium of the range if we are maintaining bearish structure, right? So if we run through this 4 hour imbalance and we are maintaining bearish structure, we could potentially take a internal trade targeting equilibrium and a further rebalance of the daily fair value gap, which is probably going to open. We're just going to have to wait and see what kind of structure forms throughout the rest of the day and overnight, but Thursday, Friday should be good days to trade this week. It's unfortunate that I haven't been able to take a trade the first 3 days of this week, so it's boring, but this is what's going to lead to success in the long run. So just gotta trust that, and then hopefully we can get something good to execute on Thursday, Friday to end the week off strong. So no valid trades for me today. That's what I saw in the market, and like I said, it's smart on days like today to A, not even trade if Powell's speaking, or B, after the first like 30 minutes and you see that it's just straight chop work, just log off the charts. Still wanted to put out a market recap video for you guys. That was the bias. That's what I saw. And yeah, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Looking long until we run through this 4 hour imbalance. Once we run through this 4 hour imbalance, potentially looking short to scalp internally on a further rebalance towards equilibrium of this range here. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I will see y'all guys in the next one. Peace.